Okay, let's try this. I wonder if I can copy and paste this into the other one. Or not. Wait, let's go here, your channel, this one, and this one, copy. And paste. And delete this one. Okay, let's see how many of you all find me over here. You can hear me now because I clicked the right microphone. Hang on, I have to let the puppy out. Oh my God. Loud and clear now. Yeah, and you don't want to hear that puppy loud and clear. Trust me. So how is everyone doing? I'll wait until we get a couple more people over here before I go through my horribly lovely week. Hi, Janice. And dragonflies. I'm brain dead right now. Minnesota gal is Patty. Where's Jan? Miss Jan is probably over there doing multiple live streams right now, watching multiple live streams. Hello. Oh my gosh, my brain is, I know your name. 13 Moons. It's, oh golly, my brain's dead. I know your name. It's not coming to me. But anyhow, hello, Lynette. Yes. I am brain dead. I'm so beat up from working on the outside of this house. I mean, I was already beat up from doing all the gravel. And then I tried to do the rim joist on my own and I just failed miserably. Okay, you all have to watch this puppy in the background because she, oh, Christine. Okay, I don't think I ever knew your first name. You were just dragonflies to me always. I need to fix this so I'm not like looking down in the corner because my screen's so big. That's why I'm like looking down here. Where's Jan? Miss Jan, where are you? So I think some of you guys, have you seen the last video you saw where I did the rim joist a couple months ago on the back end of the house? And that one, let me go see if she's still over in that other video. Hold on. We go, come join us here and put a link. I think that link works. There's Jan. So some of you guys, if you watched that video, you saw me jack up the house to put the rim joist in. And this week, I finally got the big holes filled, the septic done. That was all the shoveling 11 tons of gravel, which just about did my body in. My hips, I have really, really bad hips. That's why I'm disabled. And shoveling that gravel, I thought it was going to put me in a wheelchair. It was that bad. And then I got out there and thought that I was going to be able to do the rim joist and on the sides, right above where my septic hole was. And I had bought a 20-ton jack so that I could jack up the house, because in between the wall and where the rim joist has to go, it has to sit on top of an outrigger for the mobile home. And the walls have sagged over time because the floor is all destroyed. footboard because the rim joist, you know, disintegrated, so it kind of sagged down. So I'm having to jack up the whole side of the house in order to put a new rim joist in there, and I failed miserably trying to do it by myself. You know, trying to hold an 8-foot board on both ends and jack up the house. You basically have to put the jack right where the board needs to go in order to jack up the wall. So I'm just doing it by myself is not gonna work, and I have to get that done in order to do anything else on the inside of the house, because otherwise I'm just building saggy walls. So, oh, puppy found a water bottle to chew on, so it's gonna get loud. It is not a one-person job. It is a several-person job. So I was really, really struggling. I mean, I was to the point where I was in tears because it's something simple. It should, you know, I should be able to just do it. And what would normally take a day to do it all the way around the house is taking me a day just to do one 8-foot board because I'm so beat up from doing that one. I have battle scars. I've drilled through my thumb and pinched I had a pair of vice grips, and it pinched my finger, and then like 10 seconds later I pinched it again in the same spot, so I have like this little blood blister on my finger, and just beat up from doing squats constantly. Stand up, get back down, stand up, get back down. So I want to set up something where I can have friends come out and just help. I mean, they don't even need to know what they're doing because I know what I'm doing. I just need someone to hold another end of a board and jack up a jack and what have you. Yes, I definitely need help because doing it on my own is not working. So that's like one of the failures, and I'm like getting emotional because I'm trying not to let it get me down, but I'm like racing against winter too. So you know, like even the next couple of days it's going to rain, so I couldn't take the siding and the flashing off in order to replace the Hello in the Now. But I couldn't take off I have to take off the siding off of the house, and I have to take the flashing off of the rim joist, which is a chore to get back on. And so I couldn't even do that today because it's going to be raining the next couple of days. And it just seems like everything takes so much longer. In the Now, I haven't seen you on here before. Are you a new channel or are you someone who changed your name? Because I'm out of the loop. Hi, James. Oh, and there's more rain coming too. Lovely. That is just, oh, you're off the wall prepper. Okay. I'm like, who is that? James Rodriguez says one person can do it, but you need 2 jacks and an I-beam. Yeah, and I don't have all that. Jack one side a couple of times, then the other. You know, honestly, just even pumping up the jack is like wearing me out. Like my arms were so tired from pumping that stupid jack. I hope to get some awesome rain because what you guys don't know is I did finish up my water catchment, and then it rained, and I'm such an idiot. I forgot another failure, and I'm not focusing on the failures, so don't think that I am. But I set up the gutter. I was so proud of myself, and I came inside that night, and I went out the next day to check how much water I collected, and I got none because I left the valve open. So everything that I caught just went right back out on the ground. So now all of the valves are closed and ready to collect rainwater. Yeah, Jan too. Okay, let me see. Name change from the other channel. Oh my goodness. How many channels you guys got? I'm going to be like, no. That's not a failure, Emery. You just need some assistance and resources. Yes, I do. This is my other channel, totally different, not prepping, not news, music, poetry, and being in the now. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'll have to go check it out. Homesteader helper party. Exactly. That's what I'm going to need in order to get this ready to be able to work on the inside in the winter. Yeah, I still have no water in those totes, so I'm hoping that we collect quite a bit of rain over the next 2 days, so I can at least have, even though the totes aren't cleaned out, I can at least have water to bleach to help clean out those totes. Oh, 2 active. Okay. Which is all I have, but I haven't even been doing anything on the other channel. That's where I want to be doing my live streams. And the reason for that is that I have a lot of people following this channel that are not homesteaders. They're just repairing their mobile home. And so they don't really care about garden updates and just kind of live stream stuff. So hello, Denise. And so that's why I want to do the live streams over on the other channel. But I got to get you guys to go over there and follow it. So I could do the live streams and the chats and the vlogs and stuff like that over there. I'm not coming to help you if you have me pulling staples. The staples that are in those boards are coming out, so you don't have to pull those staples. And the other thing I need is a stupid Sawzall that works, because mine doesn't. So trying to cut out the board, the rim joist that's in there, I'm trying to use a skill saw, and when my arms are so tired, I'm afraid that when it kicks back, it's going to cut me. You remember which video? Uh-oh. Have 14 channels but hidden. Oh my goodness. Wait, what's she doing? Okay, I gotta watch this puppy behind me. She's like a little pain in the behind end. Yes, you did. And you know what, Jan? Now I learned that, I mean, I always tease you on the staples, but now I learned a better way to do it. You just go through with the grinder and just grind them all off. So I have a metal grinder. I just cut them all off that way. That'll be when I get ready to do the kitchen, which is once I get the rim joist done on the outside, I can put the skirting back up and be, yeah. Once I get that done, once the rim joist is done, I can put the skirting back up. That'll just take me a day or so, and then I can start doing my kitchen. I want a kitchen so bad. So I'm gonna start on the kitchen next. And once I get the kitchen at least functioning, you know, get the wiring and stuff out there and whatnot, then I can come back and finish my bathroom. When doing the floor on the motorhome, yes. You know, I was watching a mobile home channel that they're redoing a mobile home, and they said there was a staple every 6 inches. And I thought, oh my gosh, I probably have 20 staples in a 1/2 inch area. I mean, it's just constant. Yes, I did take great pleasure, and you enjoyed those staples. That was better than shoveling all that stuff out of the old bathroom. That was nasty. Remember that, Jan? All the moldy whatever that was in there after we demoed it. Or actually, that was before I even demoed the bathroom. That was, we were just cleaning it up. Yeah, that was absolutely disgusting. I was so glad to get that out. And next is going to be the kitchen. I got to tear out all that stuff in the kitchen and get those. There's still a huge hole in the kitchen underneath the kitchen cabinet that goes straight out to the outdoors. And then there's another one near my window in the kitchen. And I need to get that rim joist done so I could put floors in there. So, oh my goodness. Somebody's got zoomies. Hang on a second. I got to do bribery. Give me just a second. What's it? What's it? You're going to the kennel. Quick kennel. Rest. I should have given her a peanut butter Kong before we started this. She'd be like busy in there cleaning it up. You want a treat? Here, you can have a beef liver treat. They smell good, but I'm not eating them. Oh my goodness. So what else is new? I have all my paperwork ready here to apply for a loan for a well. The only thing that I'm waiting on now is for a company to come out and do an estimate, and because I have to send in a written estimate with this. Dawn. Hi, Dawn. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I'm distracted. Anyhow, so yeah, getting a well out here would be absolutely awesome. But I'll have that's I could see it as a failure. I could see it as, just improving for the future. But I wanted to do everything out here, with cash. I wanted to pay as I go. I didn't want to owe anybody anything. And I also don't want to be lugging water for the rest of my life. I don't know about grants. Just lessons learned, exactly. Well, and the other thing is, I did not sleep good at all last night. I was just tossing and turning. I think it was because it was so humid. I had just taken the air conditioning out of this window, and that's why the fan is on there now. Hello, T Long. I am okay. I am just asking for help. How much will it cost for the well? I don't know, Janice. I'm waiting for a well company to come out and do an estimate, and none of them seem to want to do that. So I don't know if they're just far behind in work or what, but I can't even get one to call me back. I have no idea how far they'd have to drill. I'm down in kind of a ravine, but then there's lower land around me too. So, but I have no idea. I think I want to say I'm 700 feet above sea level. It's not like, up when I lived in the California mountains and we were 4,500 feet up in the air. But I have no idea, no clue at all on how far they'd have to drill down. I've heard other people in Arkansas paid in between $4,000 and $7,000 to drill a well. So, but they're like way south of me. So I don't know. In Washington, I believe my sister paid $25,000 to drill a well. So 4,000 to 7,000 is probably more something. If it's going to cost $25,000, forget it. I'll haul water for the rest of my life because I don't want that kind of loan. I don't want to have to owe that much. Let's see. But are there any creeks or springs around there? No, they're not. There's a lake. There's Spring River and there's a lake out here, but I can go into town and pump. Once I get the truck running, I could go into town and pump 55-gallon drums at a time. I can do like 110 gallons at a time and bring them back here and pump them into the tanks. But I have to have the truck running first, and in order to get the truck running, I have to have a steering column for it. 15,000 for 500 feet. Wow, who paid that much? That's how much it is in Missouri? That would be crazy. And I guess it depends on where they find water at, as to, you know, if they have to drill through rock or I don't know. No idea how much it costs. That's what you were quoted. Oh my goodness. I hope it's cheaper here because I can't afford 15,000. For that, I could buy a new truck and go get water from the spring out in Evening Shade. It would just be a pain in the hind end. So yeah, I feel like I'm racing against time, especially when they're talking about freezing weather coming and all that stuff. That I have no insulation underneath my house. I have no skirting around it still, because I have to get this rim joist fixed to attach the skirting to it. Get a divining rod and find where the water is. Yeah, I know you can do that with like sticks too, but I wouldn't trust doing it myself. Um, they are, Lynette. The vehicle prices are up quite a lot, and I have seen some trucks on Facebook or whatever that are for sale. I got a really, really screaming deal on mine. So like I said, I'm hoping to just get the steering column replaced. A friend of mine's going to help me replace it. We just got to find a used steering column and get it in there, and then the truck can be used. 15,000 just to drill or everything included. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about the pump and all that. I know for my sisters it was 25,000 and that included the pump and everything. They just had to build the well house over it. How deep the water table is, yeah. And I have no clue how deep it is here. 40 to 45,000 for a well. Oh my. There is no water delivery service. I have tried and tried and tried and can find nobody. The fire department won't do it. It's a volunteer fire department here, but they won't do it. I can't get anyone. I've tried. I wish I could, because I'd just pay them to come out and fill them up to deliver water to us. They fill up 2,000 gallons. Wow. See, and I don't even have the capability of holding 2,000 gallons. I have five. Let me do some math here real quick. I have 5 times 275. I can hold about 1,300 gallons of water. Oh, you're going to put the IBC tote in the truck? You'd have to have a pretty heavy duty truck to carry that much water in it. I know mine, it's a Ford F-150 and I can only carry 2 55-gallon drums at a time. Hi, Sherry. Do you know anyone who has the water gift? My ex could find water with a divining rod. I don't know anyone. Yeah, exactly, T Long. They said that at one time there used to be a guy that had a water truck and then I guess he wrecked it or something. And there are several things, businesses out here, they could deliver water. They could do a coin operated shower in town. That would be amazing. And then a laundromat that actually has more machines than 2, which is the one that's in town. Let's see. You could buy a cistern tank that's 1,500 gallons. Yeah, those, when I moved out here, they were like $1,200. Now they're up to almost $2,000 for those tanks. And then plus I'd have to have somewhere to put it. And my lot is only 50 foot by 100 foot. And this lot is pretty much filled up. So I'd have to put it on my other lot and then pipe it to the house. So I think I'd much rather do a well, but like I said, it all depends on how much it is and if I can get somebody to come out here and even quote it. Yeah, really too long. Oh, on a trailer. Yeah, see, but the trailer still, you have to have the pulling capacity. Hi, Christy. You have to have the pulling capacity to pull it because all that weight. And then the trailer, I know my trailer won't hold that much weight on it. In fact, I think I'm going to wind up selling my trailer once I get the truck running because there's no reason to have both of them for me. And the trailer is more, it's little, so backing it up, you know, it just like jackknifes all over the place. I can't see it out my window, so it's kind of a pain in the hind end to do anything with it. If it were a bigger trailer, it'd be easier for me, but this little one is a pain in the hind end. Speaking of needing help, we need to set up something for Christy too, because we need to get, Christy Betts has a shed that she's going to convert to a house, and we need to get that moved over to her property for her. I think once you are fully set up and utilizing rain catchment, you'll be okay. Yeah, I have the capability of catching the rain, so hopefully I'll catch a bunch tonight. But then I also have to set up my pump, and I don't have a dry spot outside yet to set that up. I think I'm going to set it up inside my shed. And then I still have to do all the piping into the house and all that stuff. So I'm a ways from running water in the house. Did someone did some quick research based on your mailing address? Looks like water table is around 128 feet. And that's down in Hardy though. So that's down I'm up on the mountain from there. So I don't know. I'll have to look and see. I just wish they'd call me back and get the well person out here, but that's probably not something that would happen until spring anyhow, because winter is heading out. Winter is coming. I just feel so stressed trying to get all this done before winter. I hope not. And I hope that they don't have to drill through rock, because if you've ever been in the area here, like where they made the bypass, it's just solid rock walls all the way up. So I don't know what's underneath me, if it's all dirt. I know across the street it's all rock, but underneath this property, I don't know if it's dirt or, you know, how far down they go before they hit solid rock here. That anyhow, so yeah, I went to see if anyone's interested in coming out and helping for a day. And I don't know when. I know we have rain coming today and tomorrow, but then somebody else just said we had more rain coming after this. Jan, do you know if we have more rain coming after tomorrow? Drillers like rock better than dirt. Rock is faster to drill through. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, then let's hope that's rock. But then they have to go through the rock to get down to the water. So I don't know. Partially froze last winter. They that are outside, we have the cistern tank in a watershed and a heat lamp, and had electric run from the house to that building. Yeah, see where my tanks are now, I wanted to build at least something to block the wind, but I wanted to enclose it and put foam board all around to help insulate it. But I don't know if I'm gonna get that done before winter either. Rain off and on all week. Well, I guess I'm gonna be working around the rain. Yeah, I saw something. Let's see, today's Monday. No, maybe it was today's that I saw that there was rain. But you know what? Honestly, right now I am so beat up from the work that I have been doing that the rain days are like, yes, I just get to sit back and relax and not do much. I have to, there's a bunch of stuff in the kitchen that I need to take over to storage. So loading that up into my car and making a bunch of trips back and forth. to get that all over to storage, so that once I do have the rim joist done, I can get it all moved over to the house. So I don't know. Partially froze last winter. They that are outside, we have the cistern tank in a watershed and a heat lamp, and had electric run from the house to that building. Yeah, see where my tanks are now, I wanted to build at least something to block the wind, but I don't know if I'm gonna get that done before winter either. Rain off and on all week. Well, I guess I'm gonna be working around the rain. I can easily gut the kitchen out. And so if it's going to rain quite a few days, I might just gut the kitchen now and get ready for patching up those holes in the walls. I mean, the floors. Wednesday and Thursday, no rain for me. So I have today and tomorrow. On Saturday. Yeah, it rained here one day last week. It rained pretty good, but like I said, that was the day I left the valves open. I mean, I was really busting my butt to get those gutters up and get all the catchment set up, and got done after dark, and then came inside and collapsed and went out there the next day. I was so excited, and there was not any water in it because it all leaked back out. Yeah, Christy, it's supposed to storm pretty good here tonight and all day tomorrow. And then I know it was going to be clear for a couple days, but I guess maybe it's going to rain again this weekend. So I don't know when I'm going to get these joists done. I just know that I can't do them by myself. You know, and the other thing, I feel like I was tossing and turning last night because of the heat, and I just didn't sleep good at all. And then I was thinking, you know, the whole direction of this channel was to empower people and encourage people that, you know, like if I can do it, anybody can do whatever it is. It might not be repairing a mobile home or starting a homestead, but I just wanted to empower and encourage people to go after, you know, their dreams and what their goals are, and not let things hold them back. And I feel like on this channel I've like failed in that respect because I haven't really pushed that. It's been more about doing the mobile home or whatever, and not really empowering people or encouraging or so much. And probably because I keep getting discouraged in doing it myself. So I just feel like I'm not pushing the message that I feel I'm being pushed to tell. I haven't been doing a very good job of it. And part of that is that I didn't have internet, but I just want to be more encouraging to others to go after whatever it is that you dream to do. I know Janice, if she's still in here, Mikos, she did a she shed. Are you still in here, Janice? Oh, thank you, Lynette. Yeah, see, Janice saw my shed to house in Washington, and her and I had this conversation. She said, you know, she did one too. And I don't mean to put you on the spot, Janice, but Janice is an old friend of mine from my gardening group, like what, 20 years ago. So her and I still haven't got a chance to meet her in person, but anyhow, she said that in our conversations back and forth about her she shed, excuse me, she said I made it look easy. And I'm like, it is not easy. I'm not trying to show anybody that it's looking easy because it is killing me. Yeah, we're 30. I've known you since I was in preschool. Thank you, Benza Breakers. But I guess I want to spend more time encouraging people to go after their goals and not let things like not being able to hold up a 2x6 by yourself discourage you and make you quit. And keep going through the challenges, which is encouraging and inspiring. Thank you. I just feel like I need to be doing more. I'm like so really stressed about winter coming, and if I don't do the outside, I can't work on the inside. So then I'd be stuck in the winter. And then we have spring with all the storms coming. And then we have summer again, which I cannot work in the heat. I learned that this year and last year. Last year, I made myself sick because I was trying to get into the mobile home to move in here. And this year just about wiped me out. I get physically ill when it's that hot and humid outside. Christy Beth says it's easy to get discouraged. Went to church yesterday. Message was on having faith the size of a mustard seed. You can move mountains. You know, Christy, it's funny that you said that, because when I first came out here, I had some old gardening friends. I put out a call on Facebook. I wanted some mustard seeds, because the very first thing that I plant in my garden here is going to be mustard seeds. And I've never grown mustard in my life, but it's going to be mustard seeds, because this whole homestead, moving out here on my own, not knowing anybody, all that stuff has been all based on the faith of a mustard seed and knowing that with God I can do anything. Janice says, you encouraged me and I did it. I would never have even tried without your encouragement. Oh, thank you, hon. And I still want to know, you did get your she shed moved, right, Janice? Janice says, I can't do anything until my wrist and arm heal. I feel so helpless. That is one of my biggest fears, is that if I get injured out here, my first thought is my dogs. You know, my cats are pretty self-sufficient. They'll go over to the neighbors to eat, but my dogs, and then if I am down, I'm in trouble, because there is no backup plan, or, you know, Patty says, I'm helpless too. Can't wait until next year. I know how you feel. I managed to tear a ligament or something in my upper arm, and it's hard to do anything. Oh my goodness, Lynette. I am doing it. It's taken a whole lot longer. Like, people are like, oh, you must have gotten a lot done. And I did, but I do things a whole lot slower than, you know, I see all this change happening on these other channels, and I'm like, nowhere near what they've gotten done. But there's more people too. So, you know, one can be working on the house while the other one's shopping and doing laundry and cooking and all that stuff. And it's just me here. It's a one woman show. So, let's see. Hey, Mac. I know that's Mac, because I know where Patty's at. Thanks for joining us. But yeah, it gets hard. I try not to get discouraged. I mean, I say it's a one woman show, but really it's not. It's me and God. And I have to keep reminding myself that. I mean, and if I could teach the dogs to dig holes where I need them, that would be even better. Hello, zombie prepper. But, you know, it's just me trying to do it on my own. And some things I'm learning I can't do on my own, like getting this stupid rim joist done. Janice says, I got it moved and set up back in South Carolina, built a greenhouse onto it, and got power finally on last week. So I put a craft room in with my sewing machines. My own space is amazing. Janice, I want to see photos of that. She did a great she shed conversion. And she won't put up videos on YouTube. So I want to see pictures of that on Facebook, please. Or if you posted them, tag me in them so I'll see them, because I don't go scrolling through Facebook. Where are the dogs? The puppy is in her crate. And Jilly is passed out on the floor behind me. Let's see if I can. Yep. Wait, which way do I got to move? That way. Yeah, she's passed out. She's, Maisie basically tackled her when I was chasing Maisie down the street earlier today. Well, she took herself for a walk and we followed. But then she saw us following her, so she came running back and just tackled poor Dilly, knocked Dilly off of her feet. So Dilly's a little sore, and she probably feels like I do today. Yes. Ben's Over Acres says, I see progress, just everyday life is a challenge. It is. I mean, most people just, you know, at the end of the day, they just go jump in the shower. I don't have a shower inside. I have to boil water and then put it all in the container and then go outside and then pump the water with a little sprayer thing in order to take a shower. And on cold days when it's windy, I don't want to go out there and take a shower. It's cold. Catch a boyfriend until you get everything done and then tell him, nope, no, thank you. I enjoy my peace and quiet out here. Oh, okay, Janice, just tag me in them and I'll go back and look at them. I'd love to see how it turned out. Hi, Jerry Rigsit. Let's see. Everyone's just saying hello. Are you the lady at the Homesteader picnic? Yeah, picnic. Yes, James. Christy Betts. Excuse me. Christy Betts is the lady from the Homesteader picnic. And I want to do a live stream to help her because she needs some help too, and she'll never come out and ask for it. So we're just gonna have to drum up a work party out her way also. Men can add more work. Yes, they do. I don't have no part of that stuff. No. Been there, done that, not gonna do it again. Hi, Farm and HVAC. So yes, I would love to schedule a work party, but now I guess I got to figure out when it's not going to be raining so that I can help people out. And all I got to do is get this rim joist done. And after that, I'm good for a while, I hope. I got new, when I went to the Homesteader picnic, Micro Farmer drove from Connecticut down to Kentucky to bring me some windows for my house. So I'm hoping, and these are double pane windows, so I'm hoping to get some of those put in, especially in the kitchen area. I know one of them's going to go in the kitchen area, and I think the other one's going to go on the back wall here. But I want to get some of those put in this winter. Like, you know, no better time in the world to cut a big hole in your house than in the dead of winter, but that's better than doing it during the summertime. Stacking firewood is hard, but we got a lot of it undercover now. That's awesome, Jerry. I couldn't even imagine. People are talking, oh, you need a fire. Excuse me. That I need a wood burning fireplace or something. And I'm like, nope, I've been there, done that, had that chore before, and I don't want to ever. Not only the cutting the wood and the stacking the wood and the splitting the wood, but then the mess it leaves in the house. I'd rather just bundle up if my power goes out. Let's see. You struck me as a very recent. Oh, okay. That's Christy. What did I miss? I missed something. One day to have a wood stove, running a generator, and propane is expensive. Yes, it is, Christy. Christy had electricity on her property. See, I'm going to tell all your stuff, Christy. She had electricity at her property, and she had to shut it off when she was taking care of her sister. And then when she came back out to the property, thieves had come and stolen all the wire and all the stuff. Didn't they take your Dropbox too? So now she's basically has to start all over with the electricity, and now it's more expensive to run it. Wood is hard work. It is. And I can always, if it gets really cold, I mean, I have a fire pit outside, so I could always burn wood in that. But like I said, I've been there, I've done that, and I don't want to do it no more. There was a lady when I first moved to the mountains by myself. This is the Sierras in California. I moved up there by myself, and we were without power for in a 6-week period, we had power for 4 days. Every time it came back on, it went back off because we got an unusual amount of snow. We had 6 feet of snow. And I was fine because we had a wood burning stove, and my husband at the time had cut a bunch of wood. So I just had to go out in the snow and get wood and bring it in. But there was a lady down the street from me There was actually two people in the neighborhood there that just really inspired me. There was an 88-year-old lady that was out there cutting and splitting her wood. She was doing it herself at 88 years old. And I'm thinking, if this lady can do, living out here on her own at 88 years old and do the firewood, I can do it. And then there was a guy across the street from me that had no right arm. I mean, his arm was cut off from the shoulder. And watching him just even go grocery shopping and carrying his groceries in the house was a super chore for him. So watching him do that, and I'm thinking, here I am, able-bodied, kind of. I could do this no problem just from watching what they were doing, and they never complained about it. That was just their life. That's what they did every day. So, where did my comments go? It jumped. Let's see. I hope one day to have a wood stove. Okay, I read that one, and I know the generator and propane. I couldn't even imagine out there. Sometimes people suck. A lot. Yes, I agree, Denise. I'm not going to say all the time because I don't want to get into the negativity. There are a lot of really good people out there, and I have to keep reminding myself that. Yep, they took everything. She went back one time and part of it was gone, and then she went back another time and the rest of it was gone. And Christy, I wish you could upload videos because what she does is amazing compared to what I'm doing. Okay, Jerry, we'll see you later. I love a wood burning stove. I need to get one in our house. I already have the pipe installed. They are just expensive. Yes. And like I said, for me, even what I'm doing here, just hauling water is a pain in the butt for me. I couldn't even imagine having to haul firewood all the time too. Yes, there are some pretty amazing people. I met a gentleman out here the other day. I went to go buy some metal shelving that he had on Facebook just because I'm tired of digging through my tool room and piles of tools to find what I need. So I saw these metal shelves on Facebook, and he lives right here in the area. So I went over and picked him up, and he was telling me that him and his wife have been out here, I think he said 6 years. And it just seemed like a really neat guy. So I wound up friending him on Facebook just because, like I said, he's right here in the neighborhood. But I do need to get out and meet more people in the neighborhood here. I haven't had time because I've been, going 100 miles an hour trying to get everything done. My experience with a wood stove, my neighbor let me use his off-grid cabin and the wood was already cut. James, oh, okay. So yeah, I do need to get out. I mean, I have some friends that I've met in town, but I need to get out and meet more people around here. And I know that they have a some kind of women's group that I've been invited to. I just haven't gone out there and done it. You're going to send me some beans. Beans? What do you need beans for? I missed something. Is that for that joke I sent you last night, Mac? Well, and that's the other thing. I have this huge pile of dirt outside that I got to get shoveled. I started to shovel it to move it on top of the septic. And after shoveling all that gravel, I just can't do it. Yeah, right. After shoveling all the gravel, I've probably done about 10 loads of the dirt in the wheelbarrow and can't do it. So I'm hoping Sherry has a friend with a tractor, and I'm hoping that once he gets his tractor fixed, he could just come move it. It'd probably take him 5 minutes with the tractor, but it would take me 5 months of shoveling a little bit of dirt at a time just to get it across the street. And then I want to get some of it also in the garden bed. so that I can start a spring garden, hopefully. But got to get the garden beds filled, and I just can't. I know what I'm watching. I know what I'm capable of, and I'm learning more and more what I'm no longer capable of, and shoveling is one of them. Oh, cool. Everybody thumbed me. I should do that with my injured thumb, huh? With the little, that hurts so bad. I still have, it's a hole in my finger. Because when you're like screwing with the drill thing and it slips and then you screw into your thumb, it hurts like heck. Yeah, the gravel was actually easier. The gravel was easier than the dirt. The dirt has been sitting since spring and it's rained on it a bunch of times, and now it's turned back into clay soil. So I can't just shovel it. I have to kick into it to get a shovelful, and that's what's killing my hip. So if I can't get a tractor out here, that pile of dirt's just going to stay there forever. But the gravel was a lot easier because I could, when my hip was starting to get tired, I could just push it with my arms and get it in there. But right now my arms are killing me because when you do the rim joist, you have to do those ties. It's a metal plate that you put like 10 nails on each side of it, and it ties the two joists together. And standing there and hammering all those nails, boy, my arms were like burning. And that was after jacking up the house and all that stuff. So that's why I'm only able to do one rim joist at a time right now. And I need help. So, even if I could just get a few people out here all on the same day, we could do all the rim joists in one day. It just has to not be raining. And I need willing participants. I was digging a hole for a tree and the ground was so hard I had to use a pick, and the pick was bouncing off the dirt. Yeah. I've looked at the cost of a pick because, okay, so when the septic holes were dug out last year, before I even moved out here. And he came and dug all the trenches for the electric and then the two septics. And so some of them had started to cave in because they'd been this big 4 foot by 4 foot hole for so long. And then when I went to go fill them, in order to put the septic in, I had to dig out some of that. So I was looking at buying a pick. They're like $60 for a pickaxe. So I was like, yeah, no, there's got to be a different way. Well, then we were out there with shovels. That was when Robert was here, and he was helping me, and we were trying to dig with shovels, but he's got a bad knee. I got bad hips. It just wasn't happening. And I looked at him and I'm like, oh, wait, I have an auger. So we were able to use the auger to loosen up the dirt to get it out. But let's see. Christy says, yeah, the ground is terribly hard here too. It's because of the drought, I think. Yeah, the lack of rain. And then the dirt that I had delivered in the spring has been sitting out there since May. I think I got it in May. And so it's just been sitting there since May, and it's just turned rock hard. I have a cracked ankle, but we can try to help. Kevin can bring a nail. Oh, bang a nail. I thought you said bring a nail. I can supervise. It's a long way for us, but get enough hands. That would actually be awesome. And like I said, I'm going to have to look at the weather and see what day looks best. And then I'll put it out. I'll do a video on it or something and put it out there so that, I have no amenities here. It's just this shell of a house. But I do have a bucket people can poop in. It's bad. But that's, like I said, that's part of the reason why I want to get this rim joist done. I thought I'd have it done by now. But I couldn't do any of that work in the summertime. And then I had to fill the septic holes so that I could work in that area, because otherwise I was 4 feet underground trying to work on it. Oh, that would be awesome if you could. Yeah, those pickaxes, I did buy the tamper, and man, that thing, I could hardly even lift it up because I had to tamp down the gravel to fill it. And man, those tampers weigh a ton also. I mean, just getting it in the cart and then getting it in my car, it was like, wow, I'm going to have to tamp this thing. I want to do it, James, the sooner the better. So probably next week, whatever day is not raining next week. Hey, Christy has a bucket too. She can relate. It's not as bad as people think, but it's not all that wonderful either. Although I don't plan to ever have a flush toilet ever again in my life, just because how much water, even if I had a well, I wouldn't want a flush toilet in here just because the amount of water it uses. It's crazy. I missed Gian. Did Gian say something? Oh, Gian said, be right back. She left us. Oh my goodness. So in case you guys haven't yet, please go over and subscribe to my other channel. Let me get the link up here. It's called Coffee and Dreams Required. And I would actually be doing the live stream on, oh, what is this? Where is my channel? Hold on. Let's switch account and go to it that way. Because see, there's so few subscribers there that, okay. Wait, let me make sure. Yeah, that's it. Paste. That did not go through, did it? Let's try it again. Paste. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. Your channel. Okay, there it is. Copy. So if you have not yet, please go over and subscribe on that channel because that's where I'm going to be doing my live streams and stuff. How far to the closest cheap motel is in Hardy, and it's like 5 miles. Friday through Monday, okay. And then I'm wondering if a tiller would even go through this hard soil right now. Yeah, I wouldn't want to try a tiller on mine because, well, where I plan to put the garden, you know, where I did put the garden, I did raised beds because it is solid rock over there. Like I don't even know how I'm going to put a fence around that area for the garden because it is solid rock over there. But yeah, James, the closest town with the hotel in it is Hardy. Thank you, Denise and Patty. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's where I want to do. Like I said, most of the people that are following this channel right now are following because of the mobile home remodel stuff and not so much. Thank you, Janice. Not so much because of the homesteading aspect or whatever. So a lot of my vlogging and live streams and stuff like that are going to be on that channel, and on this channel I'll just do the mobile home. You'll just see me speed through and do whatever repairs I'm doing. Hi Patty, welcome back, Jam. It's about time. I don't know where you went. She was having a meeting in the bathroom. I'm teasing. She probably went to go lock up the chickens, right? So yeah, on that Coffee and Dreams Required, I'd really like to vlog several times a week over there, more about the homestead stuff instead of on this channel, just to keep it separated so I don't wind up losing the people that are following the mobile home remodel stuff. So there's that. Okay, what else can we talk about besides how beat up I am? But yeah, I will plan on checking out the weather and finding a weekend that's going to be good. finding a weekend that's going to be good to get a work party together. And like I said, I don't need a lot of people. Just, if we had 4 or 5 of us, we could knock out this stupid rim joist, and it would be a whole lot easier than me trying to battle and kill myself doing it myself. Thank you, Patty. Because I'm like looking at that other channel, and I think I had like 20 subscribers, and I was like, well, maybe people don't want to follow 2 channels, but I'd rather have the personal chats like this on that separate channel. And then some people that are following the homesteading stuff don't really care about the mobile home remodel part too. So it just kind of keeps them separated. 6 hours? Where you're over there? Oh, that's right. You're out by where the meetup was, right, James? Yeah, that's a drive. I've done it several times. But if you like fishing, there are tons of places around here to go fishing. Christy, I thought you said, when I first read that, I thought you said it reminded you that you need to shut up. And then I saw the chickens. I have too many different interests. I'd have to have like 5 channels. Well, and Lynette, the more I've researched, the more I've seen on YouTube, and the YouTube gurus is they're saying it's better to keep it separate. But I mean, you guys haven't even seen the crafty side of me where I do oil painting, and I mean, Janice has Nikos, but nobody else has even seen that part of me where I'm doing oil painting and I'm doing crocheting and all that stuff. And I don't want to put that on the mobile home channel, the Big Dreams, Tiny Budget. And I don't know. So that may be something I never put up on YouTube, but I cannot wait to have the space and the time to just sit back and do oil paintings again or whatever. Remodeling is a complete different thing and not my cup of tea, but no folks who do. Exactly. So I know some people, like some of the homesteaders that are following me, couldn't care less about watching me pull staples or whatever, but then the mobile home people that are remodeling their mobile homes, they do want to see it. So it is kind of I feel it. I needed to separate it. So you have a lot of rock. Can you make corner posts with wire and rock for garden fence? Yes, O'Rourke's. That is what I'm planning on doing eventually. Like I said, right now I got to get the house sealed up better for winter. And then on the good days in winter, I can go out there and start putting rocks. And I could drive around out here and get as many rocks as I need. So, but that's on the garden thing. And I just now got water catchment set up. So now I feel like maybe I'll have enough water to water a garden next year. That's right, James. I remember now. We had that whole conversation about where my dad was from. My young rooster started crowing and scared my 70 and 80-pound dogs. I didn't have a rooster in the city. That's awesome. I'm curious to see once I get, because I also want to build a chicken coop this winter. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'd love to see how Maisie's going to react. Dilly does really, really well. Now, I have labs, so they're bird dogs. And, you can't ever trust them alone with the chickens, but I'm interested to see how she reacts to these chickens. Let's see. Big clap of thunder. Uh-oh. Yeah, we have a storm coming in tonight too, Patty. It's kind of scary. I still have storm anxiety, major PTSD after that storm last year. And anytime they say the word tornado, I still get, my heart starts beating. I don't know about talented. Have you ever heard of the person that was like jack of all trades, master of none? I just don't have a fear of trying things. And I don't have a fear of failure. It's just hard for me to admit, okay, I can't do this on my own, especially, things that were super easy. I had my last meltdown was building that shower outside, and I couldn't cut off those stupid 4x4 posts. Now I've built many, many porches and covered porches and stuff, and I'm like, why can't I cut through this post? Only to find out that I was trying too hard. I was trying to cut through a nail in it. But yeah, doing it by myself it has its difficulties. It also has its rewards, because you can look at something and go, I did that all by me, and see, the Spring River is gorgeous this time of year. Off-season pricing on cabins. Yep. I think the off-season prices kicked in right after Labor Day. So God tells me frequently to shut up. Yeah, me too, Christy. That is your address. I missed something. If you're asking about where I'm at, I'm near Hardy, Arkansas. My mental bandwidth and this transition makes it impossible to sketch and paint. One day we will both. Yes, exactly. Patty, I have not painted since I left California, which was, I want to say the last time I picked up my paints was probably 2013. And I still have them all. They're in storage. Hopefully they haven't been fried in the humidity or whatever, because I do oil paints, but I have lugged them around with me all this time, and all my canvases and everything. So someday I'll get back at it. All right, Amina, thank you. And yeah, I would attach them. I would attach the fence to the garden beds, but they are cinder block, so there's not really a way to do that. I mean, I know that there's ways that I could build like a covered cage to go over it, but then the height of the plants, I'd be limited. So I'll have to wait and see how things go this winter, and hopefully I can get something set up for next spring. Oh, you can come out, Jan, and cheer us on. and pick up your slicer and your robot vacuum and keep the dogs occupied and out of my hair. Great supervisors. Yeah, between O'Rourke's, Jan, and I, we might make up a half a person. I'm not much of a person right now because I am beat up. All right, Denise, thanks for stopping by. Bubble wrap, Jan. You need bubble wrap around you. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to read and strain in here. Dakota is Pyrenees, Australian Shepherd, and Retriever. He would herd the chickens right back in the coop when he was young. Aw. Hello, MB Heritage Farms. Sorry, I got my puppy once out of her crate again. And I'm behind on comments. I don't know how that happened. Probably because I was yakking. There could be a steak dinner involved for you, Jan. It might be like a pork steak. But there could be steak involved. Damn hamburger steak too, right? Hi, Cora. All right, Lynette, thank you so much for stopping by. All right, Patty, thank you. I'm going to put the link to my other channel in here again. So if you haven't subscribed to that, please go subscribe, because that's where all my homesteading stuff is going to be, and all the build stuff for the mobile home and stuff is going to be on this channel. Give me just a second. I'm going to let the mud out. Come here, you. Stop. Oh my goodness. Do you see those teeth? All right, Janice, I think I'm going to end this now, but like I said, I will put out a video in the next day or so on this channel, letting you guys know what day looks best for weather-wise. And then we'll see if we can't get some people together, because that would help me immensely. Okay, guys, I'm going to go let this puppy out, so I will see you later. But thank you so much for stopping in. And like I said, go subscribe to the other channel. And I will see you guys in a few days. Bye-bye.